Let's set the record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the man before your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another custom diecast review. This one is a crazy one. This is the 2021 Daytona 500 race version from Bag Keselowski. Very close, very close to winning a Daytona 500. Him and Logano was. And unfortunately, they had a little bit of a kind of bump and squeeze and turn and crash and fire and, you know, all the good stuff. So yeah, this was the result, pretty much. I got it as accurate as I could, because there's multiple pictures like before and after. So I just picked one, stick with it, and I kind of just went from there. But yeah, this was pretty much the aftermath of a perfectly clean car going into, what was it, turn 3 or 4? 3 and 4, maybe, something like that. And, I don't know, but he came out of that corner on fire and in the ground, or on the ground. Well, I mean, he was fine. Only thing that was wrong with him is his attitude. He was mad, which, I mean, you know, rightfully so. You're about to win the Daytona 500, you get spun on the last lap, and just cars destroyed. I believe there was a lot of us that would have been, you know, the same way. But yeah, this was a mangled mess at the end. Of course, Michael McDowell won that race, and actually, I do have the diecast right here, so I'm going to do a little Instagram post here in a little bit. If I can remember, I'll probably forget in all honesty. But the hardest part on this thing was the hood. It was really hard. I had to get another diecast to kind of mush it up against it and hold it in place while the glue dried. But yeah, man, it was, the front end is not my favorite. This is probably my least favorite, but it was the hardest at the same time, because it was, like, so, like, you can see how popped up it is, right? I wanted it lower so it could sit on the ground, but that was pretty much impossible. I could not do it. Now, the big question is, will this be available on the Bottom Bag Diecast eBay page? As of right now, it is not, and it will not be for at least a while. Now, I might get desperate and, want to have some more money for my car, because you guys just know I just got a Dodge Charger a few weeks ago. And of course, you know, I want to soup it up, add some stuff to it. Can't do that without money, so I might have to make some sacrifices, and this just might be one of them. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. As of right now, I do want to keep it, because I have like again, you guys know, I've said it 1,000 times, I'm like a history guy when it comes to crashes or finishes and stuff like that, right? I like having sets. So say, I don't know, we'll take this for example. Bag Keselowski, the biggest, you know, damaged car, the most crashed up, and it got the race win diecast to go with it. That's kind of like a set, right? That's kind of like, that's what I like doing. I like kind of having like the little sets. Obviously, it's not really a set, but another thing I do for like a set-wise is Coke 600. Bag Keselowski, my second favorite driver. Alex Bowman, my first favorite driver. And Kyle Larson, I don't know if he's in my top 5 just yet, but still a Hendrick guy. He still won the race, and I'm going to have the 164 of all 3 of those cars, and it's going to be my own personal little set, because I was at that race. You kind of see what I'm saying, but anyway, yeah, so here is the diecast. We're actually going to get onto it instead of just yabbing. Yeah, this is one destroyed car, and you haven't even seen the other side. Wham! It is missing a wheel, and there's a big side scrape. I didn't really do good with that. But I did put a lot of detail into this, I'm not going to lie. I got the engine in there. I got the fuel cell, for Pete's sake, in there as well. I took that out of an old diecast, so we're definitely going to go over this a little bit and see what we did. This was one I wanted to do so bad, but I dreaded for so long. But yeah, it's okay. Anyway, onto the hood. Well, what's left of it? We got a discount tire. It's really hard to see, but it is there. Bag Keselowski, I did get some glue on the windshield, so don't mind that. That kind of ruined it a little bit. Right here on the roof, we got the number 2, and then, of course, you got some race wear. And then, of course, you got Keselowski. On the deck lid, yeah, never mind. There's no deck lid, or back bumper, or side quarter panel on each side. Again, this thing was just destroyed, man. I'm telling you. If you have not seen it, please YouTube or Google 2021 Daytona 500 final laps. It is absolute chaos. So, on this side, it's a lot different from the other side. We got 1 wheel instead of 2, first of all. Whole bunch of just cut out quarter panels, a bunch of shredded up stuff here. The race wear, it's supposed to be a wall hit, but that didn't do very good. Bag Keselowski up there. course, you got the Wabash on there. Udo Trader, apparently, because it cut off the A. More race detail, more race damage. A super shredded up tire there. Of course, you got the NASCAR Race Car, NASCAR Cup Series. Moving on to the front end, we got a little bit of a mess going on right here. Well, I mean, the whole thing's a mess, let's be honest. But I can see wicks. I can't really see what's on the other side. Oh, yeah, it's gone. I'm assuming it's like, or not wicks, but a Sunoco, I'm sorry. I don't know what would be there, but I even shredded off or trimmed down the splitter. So yeah, more detail. Just got a whole bunch of scrapes and stuff along the front end because, of course, you know, it's sliding across the ground. All that good stuff. It is separated from this little piece here. This piece does have damage and it is shredded up a little bit. Another shredded tire, you gotta love it. Moving down the car, we got the number 2 right there with the window net down. Got a donut mark there. Again, more damage for the tire. Just a whole bunch of scrapes and stuff there. Again, no back end whatsoever. But you can see on the inside, there is no dashboard. So there's no detail on that. We do have, or the steering wheel either. We do have a painted gear shifter. And we do have the painted roll cage and stuff. So that's still all there. Again, the window net's there. Now, taking a look at the underneath part. What we could detail, we did. Again, I mean, it's actually, in all reality, there's nothing different that I didn't detail. Because, like, 90% of the bottom is still there. So, of course, you know, got transmission, all that good stuff, drive shaft, exhaust. Now, here's the thing. There is no rivet hole back here, because it's gone. And the rivet hole up here would not hold to the actual car. So you may be wondering how I was able to keep this together. Now, if you already seen it, then you're not really wondering how, because you can tell up here, there's a little bit of these bubbles here. Now, that's glue. So the glue I use does kind of like foam and bubble up, which I love, by the way. It expands, it grips onto the plastic or the metal, any of that stuff. It works amazing. And back here, it is hard to see, but there is a fuel cell back in here. There really is. You can kind of see the, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. You can kind of see the hose right here, kind of coming out there. See, I can barely move it, but it is there, I promise. The fuel cell hose is there. It may not line up perfectly, but I mean, hey, it's the detail that counts, right? But yeah, this thing is just absolutely destroyed, and I do have an engine in there. All that black stuff around it is just glue I painted over, because that was the only way I could get it on there. But yeah, pretty cool little diecast here. Again, I do want to sell it, but like at the same time, I don't, man. I really don't. So while I can remember, we're going to get good old Michael McDowell out and kind of put them side by side and kind of, I don't know, just get a little bit of pictures. Not a whole lot, but you know, we'll get a couple. But here is the winner versus who could have been the winner. Now, in all honesty, I would not mind to see Brad grab a Daytona 500, but I do think Michael McDowell is just a little bit of a sweet story here. So there is a side-by-side comparison of what the mold was versus what it is now. So you can really tell that this thing was banged up pretty hard. I mean, there was no turning back when it came to this. This thing was, just absolutely destroyed. You can see the front end there, all kinds of jacked up. But yeah, the winner versus what could have been. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Again, I wouldn't mind if Brad won the race. But again, I think the more bittersweet would have been if, you know, good old Michael McDowell, which he did, won the race. I mean, I guess who could have won this race would have been Elliott, since he did come second, just seconds after, you know, that yellow flag came out. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Again, it would be cool for Brad to get a win in the Daytona 500. But to be fair, he did have one final win at Talladega for Penske. So, you know, there's that. Yeah, there's kind of the paint schemes right there. I already got my pictures, so we are good to go. But with that being said, I do believe that'll be all for this custom diecast review. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.